Look at this, PJ. It's a fucking shame.
It's a travesty.
It's blasphemy.
Blood, sweat, tears, battles. Right here.
Efforts. Sacrifices.
And why?
Why? Why?
Why?
Why? It's funny.
It's a little three-letter word that I've been hearing a lot of recently. Why, Murph? Why'd you do it? Why'd you screw over JD Static? Why'd you slap him in the face? Why'd you kick him in the balls? Why'd you hit him in the ref with your belt? Why did you do it? Why did you join these two gentlemen right here? Ace Reed and PJ Matthews. Two men who've been your biggest arch rivals in your entire backyard career. Why, Murph? Why? Tell you why. It all started a couple months ago. An Ace right here called me up. The first thing he did was he apologized to me for everything that we went through in NECW. For knocking out my brother, for taunting me, for going on an absolute clinic through innocent people on the ACW roster. He came to me like a man and he apologized. I forgave him. Then he did something I thought I would never do. He convinced me to come out to Bethel and to talk man to man with PJ right here, who I wanted to absolutely destroy. But I listened to him. I went to Bethel, sat at Subway, had some really good food.
Really good food.
Really good food.
We talked it out like men. We forgave each other. And after all that, after the hatchet was buried, it was all done and said, we started reminiscing about NECW. How great a fed it was. How it had some of the best matches ever. How we had so many talented people wrestling on our roster. And yet, nobody on the internet community cared. Nobody gave a goddamn about us. We didn't get feedback. We got disrespected. We got ignored. Nobody wanted us at super shows. Nobody gave a damn. We got no respect.
Let me tell you a little story about no respect that I have. The first big super show that Ace Reed shows up to, No Remorse 3. I get there, and I'm walking there. Joe Randa's there with a Viking hat on. I walk up, I see Scott, I see Martel. First thing they tell me, "Hi Ace, good to have you here at No Remorse 3. Would you be fine losing to Justin Two-Step?" Let me remind you guys, and you guys, this was before Jay Two-Step was the kid that's sucking on the teat of Marcus Santafonte. This was when he was literally just starting out, the kid running around in highlighter colored shorts.
Before he was your precious new era champ. By the way, they gave you that booking before you showed up, right?
No, that booking was made right then, right there, and I had no say in it.
You should be champ.
I was told.
He was the champ.
And then I was told, no one wants to face Beefy. So after you jobbed to Justin Two-Step, we'd like you to have a match with Beefy. Title versus title.
Oh, well,
You won, right?
You won, right?
Took a championship.
No, we drew. It came to a draw. Imagine that. Ace Reed, NECW champion. Can't even get booked. Can't even win a match at No Remorse 3.
I don't know, man. You know, you see, I wasn't, you know, I didn't really get brought up in the backyard wrestling like these guys did. I kind of branched off on my own a little quicker. You know, I lost the title, lost the KW title, lost the NCW title, whatever you want to call it. And I went off and I had my dream match with Joe Randa. Wrestler of the year, match of the year, dream match of the year, all these accolades. And then I wanted to try and bring these guys in there. I wanted to try and branch off and bring NECW and show why NECW was the best. And all I got was laughed at. All I got was spat on. All I got was disrespect. All we got was disrespect.
After we all went back to NECW, we were all stuck there not getting what we felt we deserved, I went over to Jersey. Dirty, filthy, rotten Jersey.
Armpit.
And I won this championship. And I still got no respect. Got ignored, didn't get hailed, didn't get cheered. Nobody cared about me when I wasn't in there or in any CW.
Ridiculous.
Ignored?
Yeah.
All right. After I just told you that story about disrespect, let me tell you a story about ignored. Now, this is after me and you have our epic match at Adrenaline Rush 3. So my name, it's already, you know, somewhat known. Me and PJ, we show up to the Memorial Day Hangover show of WZW, and we get completely ignored and shut out.
By who?
Marcus Centofonte. Big old Don.
Children. What's up, Don?
You shut us out. You ignored us.
We get there.
You wouldn't even fucking look us in the eye until you were stoned sitting in Martel's living room.
You know what? I got a story just like that, Marcus. No Remorse 4. I walked in with this belt, this championship, having beaten somebody who now you completely praise. But you know what you did? You showed up with Crucible Chris Ambrose, Scotty Skills, your little group of UCW and WZW wrestlers, and you start laughing, having a good time, thinking you were the shit, the king of the world, and you didn't even look at me or acknowledge me. The first time you looked at me, you laughed at me. You thought I was a joke. And it took a 160, 170 pound idiot jumping off of a shed for you to actually respect me. You should have respected me to begin with.
Could have been killed.
You could have died.
Could have died.
My leg was bruised. I couldn't wrestle on day 3. I had to walk with a limp for a week and a half. I couldn't walk, I couldn't sit, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't do a goddamn thing. All because you guys wanted to see something big. Because you couldn't respect a guy you've never seen before. Because you never heard of any CW.
It's a shame. It's a shame, you know. Never heard of us?
Never heard of us?
Let me tell all of you something. See, we've already proved, us three collectively, that we are the best. We are the people, we are the marquee names. You know, we're the people you want on your Survivor Series 5-on-5 team. We are the people that you want in your war, fighting for you. Because we've already had 1 through 10 on your dream match. Yes, you, Louisville generic wrestler number 275. We've already had all your dream matches. Hell, possibly 20, 30. Murph, who have you beaten?
Matt DeMorist. Double D, Danny Danger, whatever he's calling himself these days. Sean Matthews.
Centofonte. Glenn. Jamie Anderson.
Joe Randa. Ian Finnegan. Saint Vengeance.
The Perfection.
Scotty Skills.
Sento himself. JD Static.
You know, I'm glad you mentioned JD, because I got something to get off my chest. I didn't answer the other part of the question, why? Why, Murph? Why JD Static? There's a reason why I picked JD Static. You see, the last 2 years in a row, JD Static has one-upped and it completely embarrassed me. Stolen my spotlight. No Remorse 4. I was the one who caught the idiot. I could have moved away. I could have let him hurt myself. I could have saved myself the trouble. But no, I went and I caught the spot monkey idiot. And it cost me a week. And you know what happened? Even though I won the match after doing that, he got all the respect. He was the one who skyrocketed to the top, who everybody loves to cheer, who everybody wants to book in main events and in big ladder matches and everything. Not me. And then a year later, after I come back from, what was it, a 9-8 month injury? Long time. Long time in a main event. He steals the spotlight from me by beating me. So I wasn't going to let it happen a third time. That's why I did what I did. And looking back on it, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, when I had that match with him at No Remorse 4, if I'd do it all over again, I would have just stepped out of the way and let him break his stupid frickin' neck.
See though, it's not about Murph. It's not about Ace. It's not about PJ. It's not about Jay Fato. It's not about Danny Mann. It's not about NECW.
It's not about JD. It's not about
Tech.
Marcus.
It's not about all these feds, BXW, BKW. It's not about any of them. It's about this. This title is what it is all about. This is something that everybody's been overlooked. We've been overlooked, but by de facto, this has been overlooked. The only title in the Northeast with Northeast in its name. We've already done all that we've had to prove. We've beaten the big names, we've beaten the biggest, and we're not remembered. But the fact of the matter is, us three right here, we are this belt. You see, NECW management vacated this title. It's good, by the way. And awarded it to us three.
Collectively.
So if you want this title that will prove beyond any shadow of any doubt that you are the best in this region, the Northeast.
Supposedly the best region in the world.
Says it right on there.
You have to beat us. You cannot call yourself the best until you beat the pride of the Northeast. You just can't.